Hi, this is Shomishta Ghoshal, and you're watching me on Indulgexpress YouTube channel. Fatigue, mood swings, and all kinds of hormonal changes are your constant companions if you have hit your 40s because you're already going towards perimenopause and then finally menopause. But still, we have to work, juggle our lives, our personal lives and professional lives, and maintain a balance, and which gets very difficult over time while we juggle with our own changes within our body. To keep the diet healthy and to keep ourselves healthy and to keep the hormonal balance intact through natural diet and through healthy food habits, we have today with us our clinical nutritionist Chandonaa Datta in yet another episode. Hi Chandana.
Hi.
Chandana, today our topic is around the hormonal changes that we face during the perimenopausal and menopausal period, and which all of us face, during during our 40s or the mid 40s or the late 40s. Women are very confident. Women are at the peak of their careers. Women also have growing children at home. They have to balance between work and home, and have to rush, and they have pressures at office, and they have to perform everywhere, so that performance anxiety also kicks in. And also at the same time, the body goes through a lot of change because we are hitting perimenopause and finally we are going towards menopause, and there's a lot of hormonal
Ups and downs.
upheavals within our
Right.
bodies that we feel, and that also decides our behavior, our the way we control our stress. So tell us the ways in which we can achieve that balance between estrogen and progesterone, the main hormones, and how to strike the balance through healthy natural food by incorporating small changes in our daily diet.
Okay. So coming straight to women nutrition after 45, and the two major hormones, progesterone and estrogen. So we label progesterone as the calming hormone. So it calms down us, keeps us cool, helps us to relax, stress free. And estrogen is the stimulating hormone. So all kind of stress, anxiety, emotions, these are all brought about by estrogen.
Oh,
So one is uplifting you, um, making your mood better, and stimulating you, making you do a lot of work. And the other is just the opposite, calming you down. So there are levels of ups and downs of estrogen and progesterone by which the entire women lifespan is balanced. So estrogen is there from the time we have our menarche, that's the period cycle, and we also have the progesterone. Progesterone is required more during physiological stages of our life, like the pregnancy.
mhm.
So progesterone is the major hormone we require during progesterone to keep the child.
Embryo.
The embryo, right. So nowadays menopause starts 40, early 40, 42. I have patients whose menopause even had at 38. So from 37, 38, 40, because of the active level of stress in our life, the estrogen level either is shooting very less, it's moving down,
Or
it's
skyrocketing.
shooting, yeah, it's skyrocketing. So there's something which we call estrogen dominance, where your progesterone is very less and your estrogen is so high that it's always keeping you anxious. Like for very small things, you get anxious, you get overwhelmed, your emotions are overflowing, and you are unable to, juggle between the reality of life and your emotions. So women suddenly they'll become, very emotional. Suddenly they'll become angry, and they'll snap at people and
Or
immediately
become depressed.
become depressed, lonely, crying on your own. So estrogen is creating all these triggers, which is creating the reactions in us, for which we are reacting in different ways. So this ovulation is again dependent on the estrogen and the progesterone. Okay, so there is another. So when we talk about diet, I would suggest that, especially in this perimenopause, there are two important nutrients which all women really need. One is a magnesium that helps you to sleep, so calming down. So what you really need to do is you need zinc
Mhm.
You will need zinc for ovulation. So what happens in the
Right.
menopausal phase? Your ovulation stops.
Right.
See, actually, the thing is, when you start your periods, from that time onwards, your body is toned that how many eggs you have, until which age you are going to have your menstrual cycle. So it's determined from that time only that how many eggs you have. Can you understand? And breakage of eggs is causing the menstrual cycle.
Right.
And when there's no breakage of eggs, there is the
Right.
sperm and the eggs coming in contact,
Right.
and there is ovulation or pregnancy
Right.
takes place. So, progesterone-rich foods will be all kind of nuts, seeds, all kind of fiber-rich diet. You can take a lot of vegetables in your diet. You definitely need fat in your diet for the hormone to be there. You need high protein diet also, because what are hormones actually? They have the protein factor in them. Got it? So we need proper balanced nutrition. We need vitamin D in our diet, because another important thing I want to tell you is, when women are reaching their menopause or perimenopause, and because of the estrogen hormone moving down, calcium absorption decreases.
Okay.
So your body, maybe you're taking a lot of calcium supplementation, which in turn will not help you in calcium absorption, but maybe you'll end up with renal calculi or stones.
Absolutely.
So that happens. People think, oh, I'm on a calcium supplementation. So why is my calcium depleting? Why is it not moving up? Why are the parameters not showing better results? So your absorption needs to be better, because if your estrogen drops, your calcium absorption also drops, because the ovaries
So how
are.
to increase the estrogen?
So to increase
Naturally.
the estrogen naturally, you need to have proper seeds. You need pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. You can take selenium supplementation in your diet. You can take a magnesium supplementation to calm yourself down and to
So the natural
balance.
way to have selenium supplementation is having Brazil nuts.
Brazil nut is an excellent source. One Brazil nut every day early morning. It's a little bigger nut. You can take them. That's very good. You can take sesame seeds. So that's a natural source of calcium.
So you can keep it
sesame seeds on your salads.
Yeah.
Suppose you make a quinoa salad, or you make a whatever, you make a khichdi maybe, and you sprinkle little sesame on it. Or
and you can have black and white sesame.
White sesame would be a better source of calcium.
Okay, not the black one.
The black one is, but the white is a better source of calcium. So you can take milk and milk products. They would give you good calcium. And curd, probiotics, taking care of your gut. So better will be your gut, better will be your enzyme secretion.
How much curd per day would you recommend?
200 grams.
I mean 100 grams in the morning, 100 grams in the evening.
100 grams you can dilute with water and make a chas out of it.
And you
take
can
it
put
like
some
a drink.
sesame
You can put some sesame
powder,
some jeera powder. You can do that, and 100 gram with your lunch.
So, can you give us a tip on a very healthy combo of food which one can take every day, which has a balance of estrogen, progesterone?
Sure, you can take a bowl of hung curd. You can add chopped Brazil nuts in it. You can add chopped sesame seeds in it. You can put little almonds, walnuts in it. You can put one dates for your iron level, because women do end up with low hemoglobin level, because we have the more your estrogen dominance is there, the more you'll start bleeding more, until you lose a lot of your hemoglobin iron. So the dates would suffice with the iron content,
and magnesium
as well. And you can add little chia soaked into it, like a chia pudding kind of a thing. Hung curd, chia, your dates, almonds, Brazil nut. And so if you have those sweet cravings, you can put little cocoa powder on top and some jaggery,
Jaggery powder?
the palm jaggery.
Palm jaggery.
Yeah, that's a little, the little sticky type. So the palm jaggery is a good option.
So it's a great thing. Can we make it overnight and keep it in the fridge and then have it in the morning?
You put all together. There's no need to mix, You just dump them, like one layer of almonds, layer-wise, and you put the hung
almonds. How many would you recommend? 5?
3, 4?
3, 4.
Yeah. And that becomes a nice pudding. So that can be a good your breakfast meal.
Can one also include anjeer in it?
Yeah, not dates and anjeer together. Both are sweet.
So that's an awesome recipe for us to fall back on, especially the women on the move. They can make this power shot of hung curd and all the dry fruits and nuts and seeds, and you can be on the go and control your hormones. So that's all for today's episode. Next episode we'll be back with an equally interesting topic. Stay tuned.